Today's lesson is 6.5, discounts and markups, two things that you will use in real life. You probably use discount a little more, but markup, tax, and tips are also found the way markups are found. So you will use almost all of this in your lifetime. So it's something that you will use every day. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pretty much focus on markups. We're going to call markups today. I have another lesson dedicated to tax and tips, but just know that it's found a lot the same way. So first of all, the first vocabulary word you need to know is selling price. And this is the amount a customer pays for an item. And the next vocab you need to know is markup. So the amount something is increased. So anytime that you go to a store, so like if we say we go to Walmart, at Walmart they have clothes there. So maybe there's a t-shirt there that they have to buy from a distributor. So everything that's at a store has to be bought from a distributor. They don't just get it for free. So they might pay 10 bucks for this t-shirt to put in their store, but they're going to mark it up to $15, and that's the markup. We're going to figure out what things are marked up. And they have to do that at stores so they can create a profit to pay some of their bills and some of their workers. So everything that you buy is marked up, so where you buy it from can make a profit. Yeah, it's used all the time. All right, so here's an example of a markup problem. It says rollerblades cost $46. The store marks the rollerblades up another 15%. What is the selling price of the rollerblades? So the rollerblades cost this store $46, but they're going to mark it up 15 more percent so they can make some profit on it. I want to know what the selling price is of the rollerblades. So I need you to go back and think about what you've used to find percent problems. Did you use proportion? Did you like proportion? Or did you like equation way? And I'll show you both ways. Both ways you can use both ways for this type of stuff, but I want you to decide one of them and use it. So I'm going to start with the proportion way just because that's what I started with in the lessons. So the first thing I need to do is I need to find 15% of this. So if you're going to set up proportion, you're going to set it up like this, 115. And then 46 would definitely go on the bottom because it's the total cost of those rollerblades to start with. Okay, that's how it would look. And if you're going to use equation way, it would look like this. Remember we talked about is equals percent times of. Well, your of would be your 46, and your percent would be 0.15. Doing both of these things will give you the same problem, or the same answer. So, so your percent markup, so 15% of 46, if you do both of these, you're going to get this amount of money. You're going to get $6.90. And it might just say 6.9 in your calculator, but remember money has two spaces behind it, so if it's just one, you can add a zero. So I know that those rollerblades are going to be marked up $6.90. So to figure out what that consumer is going to pay for them, you're going to add that $46 plus that $6.90, and that's going to tell you what those rollerblades cost for the consumer. Make sure I'm right here. Yep. So this is what the selling price is of those rollerblades. Another example, a bike costs $75. The markup is 40% on the bike. What is the selling price of the bike? So if you're going to do proportion weight, it would look something like this. Remember, I want you to pick away and keep with it. The bike is 75 total. I need to figure out what 40% is of that. Or if you're going to do equation weight, it'd be 0.40 times 75. And that's going to give you how much they're going to mark it up. So it looks like they're going to, both of these should give you $30. So they're going to mark this bike up another $30 to sell to the consumer. So they're going to charge you that $75 they initially paid, plus that $30 because that's what they're going to make in profit. And they're going to sell out a bike for $105. Tax and tips are found the same way. Like a tip, if it said, I can make up a problem quick. If it said you go to eat at Texas Roadhouse, oops, and your bill is $60, and you want to tip 20%. Okay, if you can remember, you could probably do this in your head. Move the decimal over one space is 10 or 10%, double it, so I know that my tip is going to be $12. And if you can't remember that, you can still do your proportion, you can still do your percent, and it's still going to give you $12. And then if you want to figure out how much total your meal is going to be, it's going to be $72 because you're going to pay that tip plus that bill for that Texas Roadhouse. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is discount. Everybody likes a good discount. Some people don't buy things unless it's discounted. So this is the amount by which something is decreased. A lot of times, maybe your mom or your dad gets a Kohl's thing in the mail, and you have to peel off the thing to tell how many percent you're going to get off. The more percent you get off, the more money you get off your purchase. So if Target is having a sale on baby stuff, the original price of the crib, so the starting price of the crib was $250. They have a discount for 30% off. Find the sale price of the crib. Again, you could use your proportion method. 30% off, you're going to 250x, or you could use your equation method. Okay, by doing either of these, it's going to tell you how much off you get of that crib. So I'm going to get $75 off that crib. Now, this is not the answer yet. The answer is how much that crib is going to be after that discount. So it's going to be 250 minus 75, and that should give you what you are going to pay for that crib, $175. So you have to be careful with what it's asking. Sometimes it might say, well, what is the discounted, like what did you get off? How much is 30%? Or it's going to say, what's the new price of that crib after that discount? So the difference between the two, markup, you're going to add to your original price, discount, you're going to subtract from your original price. This is a different type of problem. I guess I take that back. It's the same type of what we were talking about. I think the next one is a little different. So Hibbert Sports is having a sale on baseball and softball equipment. You want to buy a bat, it costs $320 and they have 45% off right now. They want to know what the sale price is. So why don't you go ahead and try to figure this out, whether you use the proportion method or the equation method, and then I want to know what the final price is of that bat. Typically, when I do these types of problems, I use the equation method because I just know that 45% times 320 is what I'm going to get off. So 0.45 times 320 is going to be $144 off. Now, that's not my final price. So many people think that's the price I'm going to pay. No, that's not the price you pay. That's how much you get off that original amount. So now it'd be 320 minus 144, and that 320 minus 144, and that's going to give you $176, and that's what you're going to pay for that bat in the end. Okay, so this is what I mean by it's a different type of problem. And the reason why I mean that is because it asks this, what's the original price? So before in all of our problems, they've been asking us what the selling price is in the end. They've been giving us the original, what it started at, and they want to know what the selling price is. Well, this type of problem gives us the selling price and wants to know what the original price was beforehand. Now, when asked for the original price, the easiest way to solve these is the proportion method. And I'll show you why. Okay, so we're going to set up our normal thing. So this is 100. And then the other part of this is that you can't automatically just put 25% in because it said they had a 25% discount on hockey equipment. The selling price was $172.50. What's the original price? So this already has 25% off. So if I look at this, what percent of that hockey equipment am I paying? If it's 25% off already, I'm really paying 75% of what's left of that hockey equipment. So that 75 has to go on top. Now I'm going to look back at that price, $172.50. That's not the total price it was at the beginning. As a matter of fact, that was part of the price that it was at the beginning. So I'm $172.50 here, X here. Now if I do my cross products, this will tell me what my original price was at the beginning. 172.50 times 100 divided by 75. So the original price of the hockey equipment was $230. I'll do another example like this tomorrow in class so you can ask me some more questions about this. All right, the last thing I want to talk about today is what if they combine two different things? So they're going to combine a discount with and then the sales tax. So this says Debbie is buying a ring that has a price of $295. It's advertised 30% off. They also have sales tax at 7%. How much will she be paying for the ring? First thing you have to do, I want you to forget about the sales tax and I want you to find what the discounted price was. So if your proportion, equation, whatever, I'm going to do an equation method. So it'd be 295 times 0.30. Now this is going to tell me what the discounted price. So I'm going to get $88.50 off of this ring. So now I say take 295 minus 88.50, and that's going to tell me what my ring is going to cost after my discount. Okay, so it's going to be $206 and I believe 50 cents. Okay. Now, the thing about it is you don't pay tax on what you don't pay. So you got to think, did you pay $295 for this ring or did you pay $206.50 for this ring? You didn't pay this. This is what you're going to pay for that ring after that discount. Now that number has to be used for the sales tax. Okay, so sales tax is found just like a markup. So you could either do your proportion, and you could have did proportion for this too. I just chose the equation. Or you could use the equation. So 7%, this is going to be 206.50. This is going to be X. Or you could do 206.50 times 0.07. Either way, it's going to give you what your tax is. Now you have to use this number for the tax because that's what you're paying. So 206.50 times 0.07, or doing your cross products, you can do the same thing. Anyway, you're going to get $14.46. Okay, I rounded it a little bit. $14.46. Now, what do you do with tax? Tax is treated like a markup. So if it's treated like a markup, that means you're going to add something together. You're going to add this number because that's what you paid for that ring. Plus this is going to tell you all together what you're going to pay for that ring. 1446 plus 206.50. You're going to pay all together for that ring $220.96. So the biggest thing is to do the step at a time. First do your discount and then worry about your tax. Here's another example of this. I'll let you try it yourself and then I will start trying to figure it out. So first you're going to do a discount at 15%. And then you're going to add the sales tax to it. And then they want to know how much it is for the iPad at the end. The iPod, I guess, at the end. So first I'm going to do the discount. And I'm going to do all equation method because it's easy. Honestly, it's easier to use the equation method here. 238 times 0.15. I get 35.70, I believe. Okay, so this is what you get off. So you would take 238 minus 35.70. And I get $202.30. Okay, so that's after the discount. So then you're going to use this to figure out the tax then. This is 6% for tax. Times 0.6. And you get about $12.14. So now you would take this number and this number and add them together. 14 plus 202.30 and $214.44 is what you would be for after your discount and your tax. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll talk a little bit more about tomorrow. We'll do a few more story problems tomorrow. Thanks for watching.